Welcome back. You're still watching Metrofile on Channels Television. Now we head to Anambra State to round up this edition of the program, and we join loved ones to bid farewell to Chief Mrs. Sylvia Nkiru Ozobia, who died at the age of 70.
The journey that began on February 21st, 1952, came to an end on February 8th, 2022, when Chief Mrs. Sylvia Nkiru Ozobia, née Eropu, Enyi Ugobeze's funeral rites began amidst glowing tributes for a life well lived. In a graceful and elegant funeral ceremony at the family's country home in Ozobia, Onitsha, Anambra State, family, friends and well-wishers gathered to bid a befitting farewell, having lived a fulfilled and impactful life as a true Christian mother. At the lying-in state, family and guests had the opportunity to say their final goodbyes. Even her husband, Chief Nnamdi Ozobia, a naval architect and marine engineer, also said his final goodbye. Mrs. Sylvia Nkiru Ozobia's mates were first in line with their usual local dirge, followed thereafter by the prestigious Otuodo Society of Onitsha, daintily dressed in their sparkling white costume.
The saying that in the midst of life we are in death begins to make sense. This indeed is one death too many. But who are we to question the will of the Almighty God?
The body of Chief Mrs. Ozobia then began its final journey via St. Mary's Catholic Church, Oka Road, Onitsha, for the Commendation service.
He rose from the dead and pleads for us. Nothing therefore can come between us and the love of Christ. Even if we are troubled or worried or being persecuted or lacking food or clothes or being threatened or even attacked. These are the trials though which we triumph by the power of Him who loves us.
The priest, in his homily, remembers the deceased as a devout Catholic and a woman of faith who started her early life from the parish. He recounted her godly nature as reflected in her family life, career, and social interactions, which goes a long way to demonstrate that wealth is not measured by the amount of money one has, status or power, but by the legacies one leaves and those one inspires. He says they have gathered to say good night and not goodbye.
We have just come to pray that the good Lord will grant her journey mercy. We are not telling her goodbye. Rather, we are telling her good night because we know we are going to meet her in the morning of the resurrection day.
At the end of the commendation service, the remains of Nkiru, Sylvia Ozobia, is taken to her residence where she is interred. The late Chief Sylvia Nkiru Ozobia was born 70 years ago to the family of Ozoma Albert Obiesi Eropu and Mercy Madwanwuse Eropu. She was the third child of 7 children and attended Holy Child Convent School Uyo for her primary education, and then to Cornelia Connolly School for a part of her secondary school as the war disrupted the process. She later completed her secondary education at Queen of Rosary College, Onitsha. She graduated with a BSc in Nutritional Science from a university in the United States in 1976, and thereafter got a master's degree in public health in 1977 from University of Michigan in the United States. She married Chief Nnamdi Ozobia in 1976 in Michigan. The late Ugobeze Sylvia Ozobia worked in various establishments both in Europe and in Nigeria. She had a brilliant career at the Federal Ministry of Agriculture for 30 years and retired in 2011 as a deputy director.
My mom was very gentle, kind, considerate. She always thought of other people. She was thoughtful, very generous.
A very highly disciplined person. That's a great mother to the family, and we'll just miss her steadfastness. She was a pillar of the family, very disciplined, and raised a very good family.
Guests and sympathizers are treated to good music and entertainment. The late Mrs. Sylvia Ozobia lived a fulfilled life and will be sorely missed by all who had the privilege of interacting with her in her lifetime. She is survived by her husband, Chief Nnamdi Ozobia, 3 daughters, a son, and 2 grandsons.
May her family find comfort as they mourn their beloved matriarch. And with that, we draw the curtains on today's edition of Metrofile. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, keep up with past editions of the program. Go to youtube.com/channelsweb. You can go to Metrofile and then enjoy your week with it. I'll see you again very soon. Please stay safe. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Thank you for watching.